Oh, boy, do we got some shit to get into today. Oh my goodness. It's been a week since I uploaded. And I said that I was gonna try to like stay consistent and like post like weekly and stuff. But obviously some shit came up, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I ended up getting sick, and like it was like a brutal like 1.5 weeks, and it was like at first it started with just like chills, and I was feeling kind of like a fever and stuff, but then it just progressively got worse. Like I just couldn't like, first I couldn't eat, and then I was very nauseous after like not eating, obviously, because like I'm not eating at all. And then I'm like getting headaches. I can't swallow. You know what I mean? Pause on that. I couldn't swallow. And like, alright, I'm gonna go to the doctor. I thought I could thug it out. And I'm like, okay, it'll probably go away after like a day or two. It didn't. So I ended up going to the doctor. He's like, yeah, you got strep throat. I don't know how I got that shit, but yeah, I got on medications and shit like that. So while I was just like doing all that stuff, like going to the doctor, I felt hella weak. I couldn't really do shit. So obviously I didn't record, but like I was just losing motivation for everything I wanted to do. And it was like, it just had me thinking so much, because like all you can do really when you're sick is just like, I don't know, chill, fucking be in bed, and basically bed rot, honestly. That's all you're doing while you're sick, for the most part. Just waiting to take your medication and stuff like that. But I was just like thinking a lot. I'm like, for some of us that are like living in like America and stuff, we are like extremely grateful. Even if like the world is so shitty, we're like mad grateful to be like being able to do so much when we're like sick, hungry, when we want something. We got all the liberty in the world to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go get that, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go give help, experts, whatever it is that may be. So I'm like, I was just thinking more than I should have, really. And I was just like thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm technically being a kind of a baby right now. Like, yes, there's no thugging out, being like, having a sore throat is not that bad, but having strep throat, having COVID, having flu, all that shit will just like bring you down, you know what I mean? So I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm extremely grateful to even have the opportunity to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the doctor. And then when I'm hungry, I'm like, I'm extremely grateful to be like, I'm gonna get some food, or I'm gonna go make something, or anything of that sort. I was just being extra grateful in that extra week, and it made me realize how lucky most of us really are. So let's expand on it. Being grateful to like some people is like, well, people like me, honestly, like little things, like, I don't know, like eating, having a family, waking up every morning. And all glory to God, for real, to be honest, because like, to me, God is like a really big part in my life, to be honest. And like, it may not be the same for like the person who watches this or anybody, you know, not everybody has to believe in the same thing, and I respect that. But also don't go out of your way to like disrespect other people's beliefs and stuff like that. So I'm a firm believer of like, believe what you gotta believe, but don't discourage any other person that believes in this or that. But yeah, that's besides the point. But yeah, being grateful for like little things, like me being able to go to the store, me being able to have a car, having a family. Those things are important to me. That may not be important to you. So everything is subjective. You may be grateful for different things that I would be. But let's put ourselves in a different position, okay? Let's say we didn't live here in America. We weren't blessed enough to be born here. Let's say we were born in the Middle East or Korea, North Korea to be exact. or anywhere else that doesn't have the same benefits that we do as a free country. You know what I mean? For example, by the way, I picked the worst times to film because every time I film is freaking hot. I mean, it's Texas anyways, who cares? Okay. This whole situation in Gaza it's so heartbreaking once you like really get into it, because we are literally doing nothing for them. And I know people are gonna be like, what? We literally gave them food, what? No, we didn't, okay? We gotta start reading between the lines. And if you still trust the government to this day, I don't know what to tell you. I genuinely don't know what to tell you. Because I lost hope in the government, I don't know, maybe, I don't even know, to be honest. I started losing faith in the government for a good while. But we are starving those kids and those families, and we're doing it while we're here living our lives. And obviously some people are going to be like, well, I don't live there, it's not my problem. Well, that's their issue. It's like, but like, we have to have souls, man. Like, we have to have a heart. We have to have empathy for others, you know? Obviously, sometimes your hands and your beliefs are very limited, especially now. You got Marco Rubio fucking blackbagging people for talking about Israel, like bad about them, you know what I mean? Like, you got college campuses getting rid of people's scholarships and things like that because they want to protest against Israel. And it's like, I'm a person who believes everybody deserves freedom. Everybody deserves to be on this earth. But the things that the Israeli government is doing, that shit is unacceptable in every way, man. And I just sound so defeated sometimes because like we're doing nothing but like sitting around, and we're allowing those kids to starve. And mind you, Gaza is not the only place being starved. There's a lot of places around the world that are being starved by, I don't know, different political beliefs or agendas being pushed on those people. So it gets a little frustrating sometimes. And so that's what makes me like so mad and angry, because like football's coming around, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be happy as hell. Cowboys about to probably ruin my year again, but at least I get some kind of happiness from watching sports and watching basketball. The Spurs, that's my team, and so like I get so much joy from like watching that type of stuff. But on the other side of the world, everybody's like being starved, being killed for just not aligning with their beliefs. And it's like, I think I'm gonna put up some pictures here to I kind of, for you guys to understand why it's so frustrating. And as a country, we're the ones funding like defensive weapons and offensive weapons. So we're literally giving them whatever they want. They depend on us for like the military support. So at some point, America, so it's not even a Republican or Democratic thing, because both of them are doing the same thing. They both support this. So I know I'm a Trump hater, but like, he's in the wrong always, in this case, but so are the Democrats. Because every bill that comes around is like, yo, let's stop sending defensive weapons, let's stop sending offensive weapons. We're voting against not stopping that. They want to keep sending that shit over. You know what I mean? So both parties are at fault here, but the person in charge right now could easily be like, yo, cut this shit out. And they can stop this. But they don't want to stop this. Now, we can go into a deep rabbit hole of like why they don't want to stop this. And I have my own theories, and I guess I'll share them with y'all. My theory is he's being blackmailed. Okay, he's being blackmailed. AIPAC or whatever's going on there funds a lot of these like Democrats, Republicans. They fund the shit out of them. They're like I forgot what AIPAC stands for, but they're Israelis. They fund the shit out of them to keep pushing their propaganda, obviously. So I'm assuming he's being blackmailed, because no way he's doing all this stuff to like, we're sending them billions and millions of dollars. No, it's not even millions. It's fucking, I'm sounding like Trump myself. He's sending billions of dollars over there. Billions of our tax dollars are going to Israel. So if you're ever wondering why the fucking roads are still fucked up in your state, city, whatever the fuck, just fucking blame your representative, the one that represents your district, whatever. Blame that guy, okay? Unless they vote unless they go against Israel, or they don't take any AIPAC money. So I think he's being blackmailed, and then I also think this whole Jeffrey Epstein stuff is also like, because he was an Israeli himself, and maybe they have some kind of connections there. Actually, they did have some kind of connections there. Some Israeli people had connections to go into that island. So maybe whatever happened in that island has a lot to do with what Trump's doing and what the Israeli government had going on. Okay, there's a lot of stuff we can get into with that, but let's just leave it at that before I freaking disappear off the earth, you know what I mean? But anyways, back to the main subject. Okay. Whew. Okay. Being grateful for just little things that we have in our lives. And obviously I'm gonna show y'all pictures of like this whole genocide that's going on, because that's what it is. You got Netanyahu saying he's gonna take over the whole Gaza Strip, which is insane. Just openly saying that type of stuff is stuff that we kind of knew already, but he's openly saying it now himself. And he's saying, yep, Trump's letting me do it. They don't care. And so, I don't know. I'm losing hope for sure, but maybe we get a miracle and then these dumb Republican and Democrats just snap out of their Israeli trance and start voting against all these stupid bills that keeps benefiting them and not benefiting the American people. And yeah, I don't know. It's making me real mad and sad sometimes, because like it just feels like we can't do nothing. We can't speak up about it. God damn, we can't speak up about it. We can't protest about it. We can't. I don't know. We can't vote obviously against it, but we can vote out these people representing us though. These midterms are going to be really important in November, coming up in November. So I'll get ready to push my agenda then. But anyways, yeah, I'm losing hope a little bit. But hey, I believe in one man and one man only, and that's the big man above. So I pray every day, pray for change, not for myself, but for like everybody else, man. Everybody in this world deserves peace, man. Everybody deserves peace. Not just one side of the world, not just one person. Like, everybody deserves peace on this earth. And I'm going to just stand on that forever. I'm going to stand on that forever. And I guess, like, to finish things off, I'd just like to say that, like, I've grown so much, like, intellectually wise. Like, I still say some stupid shit, I'm going to be honest. Like, I still fuck around, like who I used to be when I was like in high school and shit. Like I used to do that shit, fuck around, make stupid jokes, all that shit. I still do that, but when it's time to get like serious and like study about things that are important in this world, I think I've expanded my mind tenfold. And I think some of y'all don't want to know about politics or even get into that type of stuff, because this shit is draining, bro. This shit is draining, to be honest. Like, it gets to you, like, knowing all the real stuff that's going on in this world. It's not fun. So hard truths hurt for sure, But I think it's important for y'all to understand what's really going on in this world, and not what the freaking media wants you to show or wants to tell you, because that shit is all fake. And like, you're like, well, shit, you, whatever you could be saying is fake too. I mean, which is true. But once you see the facts and once you see what's really going on in this world, you will understand my view and millions of views, millions of people, other views that has switched since the day this war started back a couple years ago. So at first it started as, Israel is correct. But once you start reading into the media and looking into that stuff, you're going to obviously fall for that type of propaganda. But once you read through the lines and you see what's really going on, you always have that switch. And for most people, at least the younger generation, the older people always like the Fox News and CNN and NBC and all that type of shit. They'll fall for that shit any day of the week. So it's important to inform your parents on that type of stuff as well. But yeah, I've grown a lot, to be honest, and I'm kind of proud of myself. But it also is like a gift and a curse to like learn about the truths about this world, because the government don't really care about us. They care about their money, how to keep their money, how to keep growing it, and we're all expendable. I don't know if y'all seen the Hurricane Katrina documentary. Like, the camera cut off because like it was getting real hot. But yeah, the Hurricane Katrina documentary, I don't know if y'all seen that, but like, a lot of people from New Orleans already knew this type of stuff, but they're like, yeah, they failed us. The government failed us. Like, oh man, the government's this whole world is insane, man. It's insane. Like, this whole government shit is like, it's corrupted. And I guess I'm now just barely finding out, because I was so young back then. And like, I didn't realize what was going on. I was just living day to day, like waking up, chilling, playing video games all day type shit. But now it's like, wait, I live in this world too, you know what I mean? And I want to know what's really going on. So yeah, it's there's a lot of shit going on in the world that we don't know about. But all we can do is control what we can right now in our lives. I'm gonna try to keep pushing for the right message for the right people. And some people will understand, some people won't understand. But all I ask is for your support on this video. Give it a like, give it a share or something. I don't really care about the sharing and shit, to be honest. I just want to get on here and yeah, get back to it. I lost my motivation, but now I'm back. I'm healthy. And yeah, let's not get too political all the time, but let's always speak about what's right in this world. And yeah, let's do that, okay? Anyways, I guess that's it for now. Message of the day: be grateful for anything they have in this world, because not everybody has the same opportunity that you do. So yeah, be grateful, guys. All right, I'm out.